Come with me to stay at Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome to another one of my videos. So yes, in this video I'm going to be staying at Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, or the Marvel Hotel as it's known as. We're going to be staying in a standard room. I'm going to show you the shop, the reception. We're also going to be dining at Manhattan Restaurant, which is one of my favorite restaurants to eat at in Disneyland Paris. And yeah, maybe try the breakfast one morning as well. We're staying for 2 nights in a standard room. Like I said, I'm here with my friend Simone, who you might see in this video. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a few years since I last stayed here, and this hotel actually used to be called just Disney Hotel New York. The Marvel overlay theming came about a few years ago in 2021 when the hotel reopened after a couple of years of closure, and it's definitely become a little bit more upscale ever since the renovations back in 2021. It feels a lot more modern, more chic, more elevated. There's a lovely smell in there as well, which I'm excited to smell because you unfortunately can't smell. And at the moment, as you can see, I'm filming this on the 9th of January 2025. They still have the Christmas tree up for the festive season, and in front of the hotel they have this nice green area which in the summer months when it's warmer, kids love playing in. Adults can hang about here reading books or just watching their kids if they wish to. And fun fact, this used to be an ice rink when this was called Hotel New York before the Marvel re-theming. And I would love to know in the comments down below if any of you guys ice skated here, like actually ice skated in front of Hotel New York back when they had the ice rink, because I never did and I really wish I had. I walked past it plenty of times when they had it on during the Christmas season. I just never actually ice skated on it because I do miss the ice rink. I think the ice rink was a really nice touch with the Rockefeller ice cream theming that they used to have, obviously with it being Hotel New York. Now it's meant to represent Central Park, but it's just some greenery, which, don't get me wrong, like I said, it's very effective, very practical in the summer months especially, but the ice rink was a lot cooler. And you can see how close the hotel is to the park. So this is Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. It's located right opposite Newport Bay, and then to the left of Lake Disney you've got Sequoia Lodge, and then if I go to the right you might see a little bit of the Panorama Magique, which is the air balloon which you can pay for and do. That's the start of Disney Village. So really from your doorsteps inside the hotel to the park shouldn't take more than 5-10 minutes maximum. You just have to walk the length of Disney Village. Without further ado though, let's head inside the hotel. Look at the nice design they've got as well. Disney's Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. Very cool. You can see the reflection of the Christmas tree. Some artworks. Literally as soon as you step in, you already see some of the artworks that this hotel has. And then when you properly enter, you're in the beautiful lobby of Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. And to my right we've got the shop, which we will check out later on. But again, the first thing that I notice anytime I come here is not just the smell, but also all the cool looking Marvel artworks you can see here. Now, these ones especially are some of my favorites, the sketchy style of these artworks. And I'm not even the biggest Marvel fan, guys. I've watched some of the films, and the ones that I have watched I've generally enjoyed, but I don't know too much about Marvel. It's not like my main area of expertise. But despite that, despite not being the biggest Marvel fan, I still really enjoy this hotel and the lobby. And to my right here is what I call a museum, a little display area. Very cool. So I believe it's Iron Man and his different costumes. Very nice photo location as well. Got the Skyline bar, which we'll be checking out later hopefully, and then some more sketchy artworks here. And then here is where you do your check-in. So as you can see, the check-in desk isn't too big compared to the likes of Sequoia Lodge or Newport Bay especially. It's quite a small hotel, and that's because the actual hotel is also smaller compared to the other two that I mentioned. So we're going to go and check in now, and I'll speak to you in a bit. So we have checked in now, and firstly I want to give a big shout out to the lovely Marie, the cast member who checked us in. We've both been given our magic passes, which has the Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel logo on it. These are the keys for our rooms, but also we can use them to access the parks, especially if we don't have annual passes. My friend Moni and I do have our annual passes, but if we didn't, this would be our tickets for the parks as well, which is nice and convenient. When you check in, you are also given the Daily Bugle, which is basically a map of the hotel, and it includes all the information that you would need for your stay in Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, about the restaurants, the superhero station, which will be coming up in this vlog hopefully as well. Yeah, everything that you need is all in the Daily Bugle. A nice little souvenir for you to keep as well if you want to. And the cool thing is they have it in a few different languages, so my friend Simone actually decided to go for the German one. I've got the English one, of course. And yeah, this hotel has a lot to do. You can see just based on the sign over there, there's a shop, 2 different restaurants, of course you've got the superheroes training station, you have your concierge desk here for any of your needs. There's 2 bars here as well. The Skyline bar is probably my favorite of the 2, and we're going to check all of that later on. But firstly, Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, as with most of the Disneyland Paris hotels, actually has 2 entrances. So we came in from the entrance over there, which is the main walking entrance. If you want to go to Disney Village, to the parks, that's where you need to go out of. But if you're coming to Disney Hotel New York by car or getting an Uber or a bus, then this this is the entrance that you'll be walking into the lobby from. You can see there's even a sign up there that says airport transfers. So yeah, this is the car entrance of Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. And you can see this cool New York taxi in the front of it, which again makes sense because this is the airport transfers. If you're getting a taxi to the airport, or if you're arriving by taxi or an Uber or your own car, this is where you would come to. And you can see a shuttle bus is just coming through. So I believe the Hotel New York bus is actually combined with Sequoia Lodge. That's what I'm seeing anyway. So it's New York Art of Marvel, Sequoia Lodge, yeah. So you'll be using the same bus for these two hotels. What I will say though is that if you're staying at Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, well, you don't really need the bus. Like, you can walk it. Takes about 5-10 minutes maximum. It's so easy. If you use the other entrance, you'll be right at Disney Village, and then you just have to walk the length of it and you'll be at the park. So not something I would recommend, but if you want to, if you have any mobility issues, you do have the option for a bus too. But yeah, if you do choose to use the bus, that's where the shuttle bus will drop you off and take you from. And here's another look at the entrance, the other entrance of Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. I do really enjoy the taxi, and this is where they have the car park space as well. And I'm not sure if you can see in the distance over there, another bus just came, and that's actually a different bus to the one that we saw earlier. This is a magical shuttle bus. It's a bus that will take you to the airport and back, and I've made a whole video about using the magical shuttle bus as well. In case you're flying to Disneyland Paris and want to use that service, the magical shuttle bus, just search it on my channel. I'll leave the link down below, see what that experience is like and if it's worth it. And as you can see, the magical shuttle drops you off and picks you up from that side, whereas the actual bus for the parks drops you off over there. But another cool thing about Hotel New York is their luggage service that they have. So because this hotel is considered the second to best hotel in Disneyland Paris, and it's got 4 stars officially, as you can see here, they actually have a luggage service where when you arrive here, if your room's not ready, and the rooms won't be ready until 3 p.m. generally in the Disneyland Paris hotels, a lovely cast member will take your luggage, ask your name, and it needs to be the name of the person that made the reservation. So yeah, your luggage will be saved with the cast member. They'll take them to the bagagerie, and then as soon as your room is ready, the luggage will be sent to your room. So when you arrive, your luggage should be in your room. Sometimes they might forget, sometimes they might be a little bit delayed, but it will eventually arrive and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to go and drop it off or pick it up yourself. It's all taken care of by the cast members, which is really nice. It's a nice little perk. But anyway, I'm back inside the main lobby now, and like I said, there's plenty more things to explore and discover here at Hotel New York, so make sure you keep watching and subscribe as well, because I have plenty more videos similar to this about all the other Disneyland Paris hotels. But let's go and check out our room, shall we? The text we received said that our room is on the 2nd floor, so there you go. The lift's Midtown is where we need to go, and again, so many cool looking artworks everywhere. Oh, it looks like they're doing some renovation work to some of the lifts here, but let's make our way to the 2nd floor and have a room tour. There you go. And the lifts also have a little bit of detail on them with the New York skyline. Oh, somebody's already pressed 2. Amazing. So we have just arrived to the 2nd floor where our room is. And you can see the Incredible Hulk is the artwork here. And again, this is one of my favorite things about Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, the fact that there's so many cool artworks to look at, and it's different depending on which level you're at, depending on which area of the hotel you're at. But yeah, these are the hallways, and our room number is, I think, 2246. There you go. This is our room number, 2246. And I've got my card here with me. I just love it. I love that you can keep them. I love that they've got different designs depending on which hotel you stay at. So yeah, without further ado, let's head in and have a look at the room. Firstly, I'm really impressed that our luggage is already here. When we first entered the room, they had already brought it up, which is great considering it's only about 10 minutes past 3 p.m. and Disney hotels advertise that the rooms will be ready from 3 p.m. onwards. Ours was ready a little bit earlier today, which was just the luck of the draw. It's not guaranteed. But yeah, sometimes you might have to wait a little bit for your luggage to arrive when you get to your room. Thankfully, ours was already here though. Anyway, here's a quick look at what you can see when you first enter the room. We are going to get to everything in detail, but yeah, look at these beautiful beds. Very spacious, the room feels like, very nice and modern. Of course, we got our luggages here as well. But before we get into the fun stuff over there, I did want to show you the bathroom, which is just over there. You've got a sliding door, and then you only got one sink, but it's a very large sink, so no problems there. You've got a mirror, some lights, nothing too exciting about the mirror. There's some silver stuff going here. You've got your Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel stuff, so like the soap, which looks very nice. I'm going to open it in a bit. Some cups, all your, basic needs. You do have one of these. Scary for me. I find them quite scary because look, nobody wants to see my face this big. But they're convenient mirrors for doing your makeup, etc. Towels, etc. is provided as well. You have a shower, not a bath, at least not in this room. So there you go, you can just open it. And then in there, you've got, again, your shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, all themed to Disney's Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. What I love about it is they have two different showers, so you can either use the more adjustable ones, but also they have like more of a, I don't know, rainfall type of shower. I like having both. It just makes life so much easier. So you do get that here at Disney's Hotel New York. And then right next to the shower, you've got the toilet. Nothing too exciting here. One thing I do want to mention is that you can't, you know, disconnect the toilet from the shower and the sink. So there's no door to have some privacy. Everything's kind of in one place. Some of the Disney hotel rooms do have that privacy option. This one doesn't, but yeah, there you go. This is the bathroom. Let me close the door again and carry on with the tour. So right next to the bathroom, you do have a full-length mirror if you want to do your outfit of the day. Make sure you look very Disney-fied before you go out into the parks. And then here, sorry, we've put our stuff here. This is my friend Simone's bag, and then I've got my backpack over there. Yeah, quite a lot of luggage space actually, even some down there, as you can see. So if you're a bigger family, a bigger group, you should have no problems storing everything that you need. In there, we have the safe. The safe is really big. It's a slightly newer safe than some of the other hotels. And one thing I like about the safe is you can see there's an actual plug there. So you can, I don't know, maybe you can have your laptop in there during the day in the safe and have it charged at the same time. So that's quite nice and convenient. Down there, there's some more storage space. So yeah, in terms of storage, you have plenty of options. Loads going on. You have your ironing board, your iron, loads of hangers, and then some more storage space up there. Carrying on though, we are now getting to the most exciting part of the room. And firstly, you may have noticed this door. This is in case you want to have a connecting room to another room, but obviously it's just my friend Moni and I for this trip. So the door is locked, no worries whatsoever. But yeah, these beds, I remember them to be extremely comfortable. So I'm really looking forward to staying here again tonight. I will of course let you know tomorrow morning how I slept and what I thought of the beds and the pillows, but I really like them. I think just the whole vibe of Hotel New York, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea because it's not too over the top, you know what I mean? It's very chic, very modern. It's quite, some people might even say it's cold, but I like it. I think it makes the rooms very spacious. And yeah, you do have some theming going on, like this beautiful artwork of the Ant-Man and the Wasp to the left of that bed. And then you've also got Spider-Man here. So again, with these rooms, no two rooms are going to be the same. They're all going to have different artworks from my understanding. Some of them might have the same ones, but you just never know. So anytime I've stayed here, and I think this is my third time staying in Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, since it reopened, I've had a slightly different artwork in it, which is cool. Now, one of my favorite things about Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, ever since it reopened after the long renovation period that it had, is that it's modern now. So there's loads and loads of plugs. And for somebody like me who needs to, you know, charge her camera, phones, so many different things, I really appreciate the plugs. So as you can see, to this side of the bed, they have a European plug. They also have some cool light stuff, which we are going to get into in a bit. The sun is shining from the outside window, which we are going to also have a look at in a bit. But yeah, there's also a USB one in the middle, which is great. You also have your phone, of course, so you can contact reception, anything you need, medical emergencies, etc. Oh, that's cool. You get a Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel pen, which looks very nice, and this is for you to keep. I like that Disney has started doing this in Disneyland Paris. It just makes for a nice little keepsake. And then you also have the notepad, Disney Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. This one you can also keep. And then on the other side of the second bed, you have another European plug, as well as some light switches, and oh my god, even more European plugs over there. And then my favorite thing is this desk here, which has a lot of things on it, but one of my favorite things is, again, all the plugs that you have. So you even have a UK one, which if you're traveling from the UK can be very helpful. You've got a few different European ones. You've got a couple of more USB ones. Even like for some gaming things, you have options over there. And then to my right here, we've got the coffee making machine. You also get given some complimentary water, Vitel bottles, which is nice. You've got the cups that you need, your ice bucket, some more little cups over here. And if you really need to, if you need even more plugs, then you can use the ones behind the coffee machine as well. But yeah, this desk as well is also pretty cool and funky looking. I know I've been, you know, drawing attention to the plugs that it has, but the actual desk looks cool too. You also have this nice chair, so you can sit here, do some work if you need to whilst you're here. And then down here, you will have your fridge, which, let's see if there's anything in it. No, but it's a decent sized little mini fridge over here. And again, in case you're interested with the coffee stuff, this is what they have available in there. Lavazza, which is actually really nice coffee, and they've got some tea options in there too. Apart from the chair that I just showed you, they also have two more seats here, which is nice. It's actually lovely because I'm here with my friend Simone. So if we wanted to, in the evenings, we could just have a chair each, you know, maybe have a little coffee or a tea here and just relax. So yeah, really lovely. And then there's a little bit of carpet as well, just some funky looking lines, very much in theme with the vibe of this hotel. You also have these little, what would you call them? They're not headboards, they're the opposite of them. I don't know, but you know what I mean. This is the first of the Disneyland Paris hotels that has them in terms of the level up. So it's only Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, and the Disneyland Hotel that have these little bottom of the bed seating areas, is the best way that I can describe them. Whilst we're here though, before I forget, let's quickly try these light switches, because I think there's I just turned it off. Because I think there's a couple of different modes that you can have. Like you can have one that's only, you know, halfway lit, if you know what I mean. Oh, this turns on this funky looking light. And the actual headboards as well are made of hard material, but they're pretty nice. Let me turn this back off again. So you've got the exact same long funky looking lights on each side of the beds. So if you're staying in a room with 2 beds, you'll have 3 all together. They do also have some smaller lights though, like reading lamps, if you would prefer that, which you can turn on with this. There you go. I accidentally turned both of them back on, but you get the gist. And that's more or less it for the room. I do want to quickly show you the view as well. Like I said, we're on the 2nd floor and we have what is called a garden view. I think it's kind of basically what most of the standard rooms will have. So you can see some gardens. You can see a little bit of Disney Village as well, actually. It's a pretty decent view, I would say. This is a nice view. The sky's looking beautiful too. You can see some of the chairs. That's the entrance of Hotel New York. I'm actually really happy with our view. Just know that you don't get a balcony or anything with the standard rooms here. It's just a window, and it's not like a huge window either. So there's no other window under this curtain. The main window is just over here. But like I said, I'm pretty pleased with our window, and you can open it as well if you want to get some fresh air. I am going to draw the curtains back again though, because you may have wondered, I've shown you basically most of this room. You've seen almost everything there is to see. But some of you might be asking, if you're new to these hotel rooms here at Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, Sam, where's the TV then? And that, my friends, is one of my favorite things about these rooms. So you might be seeing this mirror, which, you know, you can see me at the moment, you can see the beds, you can, you know, look at yourself, you can do your makeup here if you would prefer to. There's some lights up there as well to make it even nicer. But you also do have a remote. And this will magically turn into a TV. So let me just turn it on. Oh, look at that. So cool. And if you're wondering why the language is in German, is because my friend Simone is actually the one who booked us this hotel. Donnerstag, 9th of January, as I'm filming this, at 15:35. But it's very much a smart TV. You can do so much with it as well, which is cool. So down there you can see Parks und Mehr, Parks and More, my hotel, Wi-Fi, Disney On Demand, my holiday. There's a lot going on. You can also access regular TV channels if that's what you would prefer. But this is a Disney On Demand page, which if you just want to be completely immersed in the Disney universe, then this is probably what you want. You can see there's Disney Plus, exclusive hotel stuff, Disney World, just everything. A lot of Disney. But you can also access regular TV channels, like I said. So if that's what you would prefer, if you want to maybe watch the news, you just go to Fernsehen, which means TV, and you can see all the different channels they have. They've got Euronews, BBC, loads of different options over here. But yeah, I do really like how this is a multi-purpose mirror. So it's not just a mirror, it can be a mirror. You can just never use it as a TV if you would prefer that. And I don't know about you, but I don't actually tend to watch TV or even use TVs. Whenever I go and stay in hotels, I just use my laptop if I want to watch something. Anyway, that's more or less it though for the room. You got the 2 double beds. The curtains are currently drawn. You've got the chairs over there as well, which actually another detail that I forgot to show are the skylines that they have on these little cushions. Very nice, the New York skyline. Really cool looking design. And then all your information is in there as well. So you actually get given a postcard, which is of the Black Panther. Very cool. You can either keep it or send it to a friend. You've got some more information here. I think that's just like a little survey. Some information about the coffee stuff. And then they do room service, so there you go. You can see some of the offers they have. Snacks, main courses, desserts, and they also have a kids menu. And if you're on a meal plan, that also works, which is great. I'm showing you the French version, but they also have the menu in English, so don't you worry. You can see the available hours as well, and the room service, the night service, is from 10:30 p.m. until 7. So they do have some little courses, little snacks that you can have in the evenings. And for your petit déjeuner, your breakfast, if you would prefer to have it as room service, you can just put it outside your door, let them know what time you want it delivered, and then pick exactly what you want them to bring you. So there you go. All very nice and convenient. And again, if you want any more information about the amenities at the hotel, you can just go to your Daily Bugle, which is what they give you when you first check in. And I just love that it's like, you know, called the Daily Bugle, yet it actually opens up and shows you all the information about the hotel. Like, look at that. There you go. You can see where you can meet the superheroes. This is a superhero station, the Marvel Design Studio for little ones, kids specials for food, the 2 restaurants here. We're going to be eating at the Manhattan restaurant tonight, which is one of my favorite restaurants on Disney property. Here you've got a little map of the hotel as well. So it says hotel must know. So you can know exactly what to do, where you need to go, etc. Yeah, pretty cool. And they do these Daily Bugles in a few different European languages. My friend actually got one in German, but this is English. But yeah, this is it for the room tour. It's currently about 3:45 p.m. So the parks will be open for another few hours. I'm going to head back to the parks and then catch up with you later in the evening when we go to the Manhattan. So I'll see you there. It's a few hours later and we are now heading down to a Manhattan restaurant.
Yes.
Are you excited? Yeah, seriously, both of us. We came from watching the fireworks. It was the last night of illuminations tonight and electrical sky parade. Fun fact for you. I don't know when you're watching this, but we filmed this on the 9th of January. So yeah, Simone's back hurts, my back hurts. You're currently in the middle of also editing photos, I think. Transferring data. But we are off to Manhattan restaurant and I'm very excited. There you go. This is the way to Manhattan. And again, the Black Panther, right? Yeah, very cool. I think that's the same postcard that's in our room where you can keep. So I imagine maybe depending on what room you stay at, you might get a different kind of postcard. Captain America?
Yes.
I'm loving that you're testing my Marvel knowledge. The Hulk, we have him on our level.
Yes.
It's great. And there you go, Manhattan restaurant. This is a table service restaurant here at Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. The other restaurant here is Downtown Restaurant, which is a buffet. Now, Downtown is definitely more popular than this, but for me, I prefer Manhattan. I just generally prefer table service to buffet restaurants, and I've always enjoyed my food here. They have the menu over here. It's open from 18 o'clock until 22:30. We have a slightly later reservation. At the moment, it's about 9:30 p.m., so 21:30. And this is mainly an Italian restaurant. And like I said, I enjoy the food here a lot. I've eaten here about 4 or 5 times since it opened in 2021, and I've always enjoyed it. But we're going to check in, give our reservation name, and I'll next speak to you when we're at the table. And this is the restaurant with the iconic chandelier in the middle. Looks very busy at the moment, actually, even though it's midweek. We're in January. It's a 9:30 reservation in the evening, so not peak times. It is also quite a small restaurant, though, so there's not too many tables, too many dining areas, so that could also be another reason as to why it's so popular. But I'm quite surprised, actually. Both Simone and I were surprised as to how busy it is. Anyway, we are being taken to our table now, and you can see the size of the restaurant. So that's the main dining area over there, and then here is where our table is going to be for the evening. Thank you. There you go. We have our plates, which I do really enjoy, the little decorative elements of them. And then this is the menu, Manhattan restaurant. So there's a little bit of information about the history. After an action-packed day of super-powered fun, there's no better place to recharge than this contemporary Italian restaurant. And one cool detail about the menu for Manhattan is that they have the names of everything in Italian as well as French and English. So the Italian side of things makes it cool. They do some pastas. They do have some vegan options as well. I remember when I ate here with my vegan friend, she really enjoyed her meals. All 3 of her courses she loved. They've got the dessert. They do a really nice tiramisu here. And then for the main courses, one of my favorite things to get is actually the veal. So I can't even find it, but they do a veal here. Oh, there you go, veal chop à la Milanese, which is priced at 41 euros. Every time I've had it, I've enjoyed it. And they also do have a menu. So you can see the Greenwich Village menu, priced at 55 euros. You can get an antipasti, basically starter, main course, and a dessert. So these are the selections for that. As with every restaurant in Disneyland Paris, though, you can find this exact menu on the Disneyland Paris app, the official app, or the website. So if you want to read through it properly, then I would highly recommend doing so. So we have just ordered. I have also swapped my seat to this area. I just felt a bit less awkward. I was too close to the cast member area where people are constantly moving in and out of. But yeah, these salt and pepper shakers are really cute too. Again, with the theming of Hotel New York, with the Skyline, really nice. And just like that, the bread service has arrived, which looks really nice. You do have some oil as well. So bon appetit, we're gonna start. And then I didn't actually order a starter, Simone did. Simone went for the Greenwich menu. That was a yawn that I caught. How are you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. Cheers. So Simone is having a moment with the... You only just noticed them?
Huh?
They're cute, aren't they?
Where is it coming out?
This is salt, darling.
I know, but where is it coming out?
She is now intrigued about where the salt is actually... Can you want to do it one more time? Oh, it's coming from like the sides, not from the top. Anyway, while Simone is putting salt in the oil, there's too much salt, surely. Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm gonna start eating as well. And just like that, Simone's starter has arrived, and she went for the burrata. Looks really nice. Burrata from the Greenwich menu, which was 55 euros, I believe. Is it 55? So
I
yeah.
love burrata.
So Simone's gonna eat her burrata. Oh, it's someone's birthday. Your birthday in a few days' time.
Yes, on Monday.
By the time this video is out, you would have.
I already be 33.
She will already be 32. It's someone's birthday. But yeah, like I said, I'm just waiting for my veal now because I wanted the veal and it wasn't on the Greenwich menu, and I'm going to start singing happy birthday to her. But oh my God, more salt. Lord have mercy. And just like that, our main courses have arrived. So as I mentioned, I went for the veal, which I've had numerous times here actually. I think this might be my 4th or 5th time trying it here at the Manhattan restaurant. It's a pretty big piece. It's breaded. It comes with a side of potatoes, garlicky potatoes, which look very nice. You've got your nicely designed lemon as well. And it's a pretty big plate. And this was about 40 euros, which is why I decided to obviously not go for a starter, because this isn't on the Greenwich menu and I knew that I definitely wanted this. And then Simone, for her main course, went for the gnocchi, which looks really, really nice. And it's got a little plant on it, which is cute. Anyway, I'm gonna try a little bit of the veal. I mean, if it's anything like the previous times I've tried it, I know already that I'm gonna enjoy it, but we are gonna give it a quick go. Look at that. Such a lovely piece. Yeah, so flavorful, so delicious. It's got a tiny hint of garlic in it as well, which I appreciate. And it's not dry. Ooh, a little bit of a fell, don't you worry. Yeah, sometimes I feel like veals, if they especially have them breaded like this, can be very dry, and this one isn't. So I appreciate that. And then the potatoes.
Just a potato.
It's got a garlic flavor to it. Simone is not a big fan of this restaurant.
Look, it's a gnocchi.
It's hilarious. And I love this restaurant. Well, you don't not like it, it's just not your favorite. You think it's quite boring compared to some of the other places.
Yeah, and I need salt.
She needs more salt. Has it not got enough salt on that? Oh, Lord have legit mercy. But I like it, and I would love to hear your comments down below. If you've eaten at Manhattan, what do you think? Because I feel like it gets mixed reviews, and I don't know if it depends on what you get. And for me, obviously, I'm a big fan of the veal. If you love veal, and if you try this is definitely a good one. But maybe because there's so many other options, Simone's about to put her gnocchi in the shot again. Beautiful. Have you tasted it yet with the salt? Is it better? Yeah, really good. Thank you so much. Thank you. I like it. I feel like it's still one of my favorite restaurants. It's not my absolute favorite. Rosalie has now taken that spot. I love Rosalie more than here. And then Waltz, I think, is probably a little bit better too. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy my meal now, and then we'll have our dessert. And just like that, our desserts have arrived. Both of us went for tiramisu. And the tiramisus have changed since I first ate here a few years ago. They used to be, I think, a little bit bigger actually, maybe. But I'm hoping that the taste will still be the same. It's still quite big, to be fair. So I'm going to quickly try a little bit of the tiramisu. Look at that. Let's go. I can confirm that the tiramisu is still very, very nice. It's got the kind of stronger coffee/liquor flavor. It's less chocolate, more of the coffee flavor, which I appreciate. I prefer those types of tiramisus to the ones that have a slightly milder coffee flavor. It's still nice and creamy. It's still a very good dessert. It's definitely different to what they used to serve when they first opened a few years ago, but I still like it and I still would recommend. You don't like it? Oh my God, I don't know if you guys heard it or not. Simone liked something here at that Manhattan. Can you repeat it, please?
Tiramisu is really good.
Okay, tiramisu is really good. Great. She loved it. There you go. Don't die, please. Oh no. Please don't die. You need to make it to 100. And just like that, we have the bill here. And as you can see, all together for both of our meals, it cost 112 euros. Obviously, we did get the annual pass discount as well. So without that, it would have been 19 euros more expensive. But yeah, this is the kind of prices you're looking at. It's obviously not an inexpensive restaurant, but it is also a slightly more upmarket type of vibe, as you can see. It's perfect for a date night. With that being said, we are now making our way out of the restaurant. It is currently 11 p.m. and the restaurant is officially closed, so no new people can come and dine anymore. But I thought I would quickly show you the main dining area, which is over there with the chandelier. And the chandelier again is meant to be representative of the Manhattan skyline, which is quite cool. And to be fair, anytime I've eaten here in the past, I've been sat somewhere in the main dining room over there in the middle. This was the first time that I ate somewhere kind of to the side. But I liked our table tonight as well. It was like nice and quiet because it was in the corner. So yeah, the food is the main thing, and I think the food is really good personally. But with that being said, we are going back to our room now. We're both very, very tired, so I think I'll next speak to you at some point tomorrow, where we might have a tour of the shop and some more areas of the hotel. It is the next day, currently about 10 o'clock in the evening. Fun fact for you, today was the debut, the premiere of Disney Tales of Magic in Disneyland Paris, the new nighttime show. So long day. This is why I've got my wristband here as well. If you haven't checked out the vlog from that, make sure you do. I'll leave the link down below. Incredible evening, really exciting, so much fun. But this is why I'm a little bit tired. However, we do want to go down and check out the Skyline bar to show it to you, and also maybe get a drink, some food as well, because neither of us have eaten anything since lunchtime. So let's head down. It's always nice being in the lobby of the New York hotel. Still love this beautiful display area. And this is the Skyline bar, which is open until 1 a.m. normally. So let's head in. And this bar is a very popular one. As you can see, loads of people here right now, especially after the park closes. And I really like the vibe of this place. And sometimes you might be able to see Spider-Man fly through. Let's see where we've been given. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's have a quick look at the menu. Skyline bar. I think I want to get some food because, like I said, I am pretty hungry. But they do some really cool cocktails. This one only here until 22 o'clock. Looks pretty cool. I think the table next to us is currently having it. Yeah, Simone said it's like some kind of ceremony if you order that. These are some of the cocktails they have, signature cocktails. They also have your typical, wines, beers, different kinds of cocktails, iconic New Yorker cocktails, it says over here. And the prices range from around maybe 15 euros until 20 euros, depending on how complicated and interesting the cocktails are, I'm sure. One thing I can definitely recommend here is the cold brew. Over here you can see a selection of savory and sweet snacks. Now, I've had a few of the snacks here before, and most of the things I've had have been really nice. The lobster roll, I was just telling Simone, I've tried it before and it is delicious, and I think I might try that again today. So yeah, this is a toasted brioche with lobster, lettuce and cocktail sauce, priced at 20 euros. I think I'm going to go for that. And then possibly also the roast potatoes, which I have also had before, and they are really delicious. It's roast potatoes with herbs and tartar sauce, priced at 7 euros. There you go, altogether about 27 euros. But then, like I said, they do also have some sweet stuff here. You can get some creme brulee, cheesecake, macarons, fruits, as well as some ice creams.
I got one of the signature cocktails. I have no idea what's inside. It's just with alcohol, but it's cute with the Avengers sign.
It looks cool, I have to say. It looks pretty cool.
Food is coming.
Oh, food's coming as well. Exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. Amazing.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. So, as I mentioned, I went for the lobster roll, which looks amazing. I love the brioche bun. And, the brioche actually is nice and warm. Of course, the lobster roll isn't. Cocktail sauce, lettuce in there. Excited to eat that. And then these are the roast potatoes with tartar sauce. And the roast potatoes are a little bit spicy, so if you don't like any spice at all, maybe not for you, but honestly, it's only a little bit of a spice. And then Simone also went for a lobster roll, so bon appetit. So yeah, really lovely time here in the Skyline bar. And as I mentioned, from time to time, you might see Spider-Man or some other superheroes, but mainly Spider-Man, let's be real, in the fake windows over there. So yeah, very cool vibe. If you are coming to Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, I would highly recommend coming to the Skyline bar for a little visit, getting the lobster roll and the potatoes, or a cocktail if you would prefer. It is very late though, and both Bonnie and I are very, very tired. I mean, I'm so tired, and I can't even sleep yet because I have a full video to edit and a reel for Instagram, so make sure you follow me on Instagram if you're not already. But I'm going to love you and leave you, and tomorrow morning we're going to hopefully get up early and go for breakfast. I'll see you then. And just like that, it is the next morning. We're heading out for breakfast now, so I'll show you a little bit of what the buffet is like. You can, lift is already here. So let's head down. With breakfast, you can have it in either of the restaurants in New York Hotel, the Manhattan or downtown. They both serve the exact same buffet, but because I showed you the Manhattan restaurant the other night already, we're gonna go downtown today. There you go. Let's head in. And this is Simone looking very Chip and Dale-ified. Hello, good morning. You look amazing. So yeah, this is, are we going to Manhattan? Yes. Oh, downtown's not available? Well, there you go. This is downtown in case you are interested. It's a much smaller restaurant compared to the Manhattan. It's the buffet restaurant. As you can see what it's like. It's not the most atmospheric of the restaurants, actually. So in a way, I'm glad we're going to Manhattan because it's a little bit prettier. If you are interested in downtown restaurant, though, I do have a couple of videos, reviewing all the food there for dinner. I'll leave them down below so you can check them out if you wish to. I am extremely tired. It's not even that early at the moment, but I went to bed very late last night, so my eyes look like I need 50 hours of sleep. Simone is looking very beautiful and Chippendale-ified. You had a nice night, right?
I had, yeah.
8 hours, you might 6 hours at least. 6 hours you got.
6, 7.
She's very soft today. I like the hoodie. So we've just checked in. We are now heading to our table. Now breakfast is 32 euros at the New York Hotel, the Art of Marvel, and it's normally served from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. As you can see, the dining rooms look a lot quieter than they did the other night when we came here for dinner at the Manhattan restaurant. Quite a lot of empty tables, and it is currently just before 10 a.m. So I imagine if you come earlier, it will be busier because a lot of people want to come down as early as possible so they can make it to extra magic hours in the park, which starts at 8:30. So if you want to be here at 7 o'clock, then maybe expect a little bit of queuing because it's quite a common time for people to want to come for breakfast. But then there's pros and cons to both. If you come down earlier, then you can spend more time in the parks. For Moni and I, we're actually checking out today. This is our last day. So it made more sense for us to just come down a little bit later, 10 a.m., have our breakfast, then go back up, get our luggage, and then that's it. I'm not going to the parks today. I do enjoy the placemats that they have here with Spider-Man, sketchy version of Spider-Man. Very nice. You got the napkins. You can get your drink, and then the buffet is just over there. Simone has just gone to have a look at it. When she comes back, I'll go. I am also sitting quite conveniently right under this massive iconic chandelier, which looks very pretty. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the breakfast buffet here. Again, an absolute pro of coming a little bit later is that the buffet looks very empty, very quiet. A lot more relaxing than some of the other breakfast buffets in Disneyland Paris like Santa Fe or Cheyenne. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of pastries here, croissants, pain au chocolat, bread rolls. You can make your own pancakes here if you wish to. These are vegan croissants, which is nice to see, right next to some Nutellas, and then a selection of honey and maple syrup for your pancakes. These cakes I really enjoy. They're some of my favorite things to get at Disneyland Paris breakfast buffets. On this side, it looks like you've got the hot selection. So we've got some porridge over here, some crepes, some waffles, and they look like Avengers waffles, perhaps. Yeah, Marvel waffles. They smell really, really nice. You've got some plant-based sausages over there, some potatoes, some rather beautiful looking tomatoes down there. We've got some, what are these? Oh, that's what they are. Thank you. I was wondering, I was like, where are you? I'm not seeing anything. So we've got some eggs. Thank you very much. We've got some beans over here, scrambled eggs, regular sausages. Actually, these are chicken veal sausages, which are really delicious. And then bacon as well. Right here, they have a salad selection. So some gherkins, olive oil, cauliflower, carrots, cherry tomatoes, cheese, butter, some mini pancakes down there, some more cheeses, camembert, that looks really good, and then some smoked salmon, some cucumber, some lemon, some cream cheese, so you can make your own little smoked salmon and cream cheese sandwich if you wish to. We've got some jambon, some more cured hams. Here we've got a toaster, some bread, a little fruit salad, which looks pretty nice, some more fruits actually, and then they also have some cereals. You can see which ones are more popular based on how much of them there's left. You can get some jams for your breakfast, and then a variety of drinks as well. So apple juice, orange juice, water of course, milk, and then they've got coffee making machines as well, so you can make yourself a latte, cappuccino, hot chocolate. And then here you've got some more eggs, some ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, and I really like the backdrop of this area of the buffet with the skyline and definitely the foreground as well, of course. But yeah, nice and quiet little area. Not the biggest of buffets, but they have a good selection of things. I like the fact that they've got some plant-based options as well for all my lovely vegan friends. And if you have any food allergies, I've just spotted they do have a selection of things that you can have instead. From what I've heard from some of my friends and viewers who are allergic to different things, the allergic options aren't the best. So I just thought I would let you know, but this is what it's like, and they do have options. It just might not be the best. But yeah, I'm going to pick up a couple of things. I'm not sure exactly what I want yet. Definitely a croissant and one of the cakes, because I just love those cakes. They're a staple for me when I come to Disneyland Paris buffet restaurants, and then maybe some hot options as well. I'll show you what I get. So these are my two plates, I think. We've got a sweet one with the croissant, a little waffle, which looks like this on the bottom, the Mickey cakes that I really enjoy, and then I was going to say traditional breakfast, but it's definitely not, because it's just bacon, some chicken and veal sausages, and some potatoes. So yeah, I'm going to treat this a little bit like brunch. We're going to try a little bit of everything very quickly. So this is some of the veal chicken sausage. A little bit too salty, but quite flavorful. I do prefer them to... What is going on there? You were doing this like thing with your... It looked like cheese. Is it a piece of ham or something? Let's try some potatoes. I mean, to be fair, honestly, the breakfast buffet is very similar in all the other hotels as well, so it's nothing too exciting, but I just wanted to try everything very quickly for you. Just a potato. This waffle, the Avengers waffle, I think a lot of people will be interested in, so let's try a little bit of that. I did pour some maple syrup on it as well. This is nice. And then one of my favorite things, like I said, the Mickey marble cake. Highlight. So we finished with breakfast about an hour ago. It's currently 11:30. We went back up to our room, got our luggage checked out, and they do have a baggage area free of charge where you can leave your luggage. If you need to, on your last day, go to the parks, do whatever you want to, and then come back and collect it. I did want to show you a little bit more of the hotel though and some of the artworks they have, because this selection over here, even though I'm not the biggest marble fan, is one of my favorites. Firstly, because of all the colors they have, I find them so beautifully vibrant and colorful, but also the actual artworks collection is called The Powers of a Girl by Alice X. Zhang from the United States in 2019, and it's all the female Marvel characters. Then following on this side, we have a lovely photo opportunity where you can go there in like a photo frame with some of the different Avengers, which is cool. But it's definitely fun for Instagram, and hopefully you'll be seeing a photo that I took here the other night as well. You can also come and visit this photo location even if you're not staying at Hotel New York, which is nice. Carrying on from here, firstly, I'm noticing how quiet the hotel is at the moment because it's around 11:40 a.m. So most people are either in the park, or if the people are checking in, they just haven't arrived yet. But I wanted to quickly check out the shop as well. Now, the Hotel New York Art of Marvel shop is one of the smallest of all the Disney hotels in Disneyland Paris, and it really mainly only sells Marvel stuff. So if you're looking for your Mickey plushes, Minnie plushes, different classic Disney characters, you can't find them here. But if you're looking for Marvel stuff, then you can find plenty of them here, like this lovely Spider-Man plush, which is actually really cool. The main thing I wanted to show you though is the exclusive Hotel New York Art of Marvel stuff that they have, and the whole range is right at the entrance. When you first walk in, you will see it in front of you. So they've got these Hotel New York The Art of Marvel mugs. As you can see, it says the logo of the hotel on the back, and then you've got some of the Avengers in this really lovely sketchy style. You've got what looks to be some shot glasses with the same kind of logo. Another mug. This one has a slightly different design. This one is 17 euros. Of course, with this hotel being the Art of Marvel, you can also purchase yourself some lovely artworks of the different Marvel characters. They also have this figurine of Iron Man, who you can actually also spot in front of the hotel. You can also get a bigger one over there. Very nice. And then the perfume. So Hotel New York does have a specific smell. It's actually one of my favorite smells of any of the Disney hotels. And for 40 euros, you can purchase yourself the smell as a candle. So it does smell really nice. Maybe controversial, but I actually prefer the smell of Hotel New York to the smell of the Disneyland Hotel, especially after the renovation, because the smell of the Disneyland Hotel changed a little bit. It still smells nice, don't get me wrong, but there's something about the New York Hotel smell that I just absolutely love. They're also selling some Hotel New York The Art of Marvel water bottles with a similar lovely sketchy design of some of the different Marvel characters. And then on this side, it says Disney's Hotel New York The Art of Marvel. I really like the feel of this. It's got like a matte feel to it, and this is priced at 25 euros. What is this? It says sport something. Is it like a sport towel or something? I'm not sure, but this is another thing they're selling here, Disney Hotel New York, The Art of Marvel. They also have some umbrellas, which by the looks of it, they're quite popular because it does rain quite a lot in Disneyland Paris, especially in the winter months. So a lot of people probably come and buy one. They're priced at 40 euros and they look pretty cool. And then we've also got this figurine of Spider-Man, priced at 22 euros, as well as a watch of Iron Man at 70 euros. And there's some more artwork over there. But if you can't choose what piece of artwork you want to take home with you as a souvenir from your stay here, they do also have this book, which I think is a pretty good deal actually. It's priced at 25 euros and it's a poster book, so you can get some of the different artworks from the hotel all in one place, which is lovely. I mean, look. This is a cool one. I really like this one too, with Spider-Man, with the Manhattan skyline. There's loads going on, honestly. So yeah, I would say for 25 euros, a pretty good souvenir. But yeah, that's more or less the extent of the shop. Like I said, probably the smallest of all the Disneyland Paris hotel shops, and mainly Marvel. So you can't even find Disney ears. If you're looking for a mini pair of ears, you won't be able to find them at this shop here. Which I think is important to note actually, because at every other hotel in Disneyland Paris, at their shops, they do have a selection of Disney ears, as well as like autograph books with Mickey and Minnie on them. They have autograph books here as well, but it's all Marvel themed. So just bear that in mind if you're staying here. Everything in the shop is going to be Marvel, but the good thing is you're so close to Disney Village that if you want to just pop into one of the shops in Disney Village and get yourself something, it won't take you more than a few minutes. Now, another thing I wanted to quickly show you as well is the other lounge here at Hotel New York. So obviously last night, Moni and I went to the Skyline bar, which is over here, and the Skyline bar normally is only open in the evening, but they do also have another lounge here, which is called the Bleecker Street Lounge, and is open during the day, and this is where the other one is. And I actually really like the look of this one too. I have eaten and drank here a couple of times. This one's a lot more chill. It's more of a day lounge, as you can see. And my favorite thing about it is the funky lights they have on the top. Really nice chill atmosphere. Here's a quick look at the menu. So more or less it's going to have very similar snacks and cocktails to the Skyline bar. I think the Skyline bar just has some slightly more exciting cocktails because it's more of an evening thing. But you can see a selection of the cocktails over here, as well as some non-alcoholic beverages, as well as some snacks. Oh, I might get this today actually, the cold brew. I didn't have coffee at breakfast. I'm not sure why. I just had an orange juice, so cold brew will do. Just like that, my cold brew has arrived, and look at all the whipped cream on top. I'm not sure so much if it is necessary. It does make it look a lot cooler though. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this for the next 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to continue with a little tour. Anyway, whilst we're here, I thought I'd show you some more of the artworks they have in the lobby. So we've got a Doctor Strange one here, which looks pretty cool. There's also Captain America on the other side. And then again over here, I like what they've done with the selection of artworks on both sides. They're all made by the same artist, and you can see they all have a similar vibe to them. I think that's Deadpool, right? Got Deadpool here. Shout out to Simone, she loves him. Got Spider-Man, of course, the Hulk. It's like side portraits of them, side profiles, that's the word. It's very cool. Now, we are getting closer to the end of this vlog, but there is one more thing I want to show you before I head out of the hotel, and it's actually something that's exclusive to Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel guests. So if you're not staying here, you're not able to do it. And that is the superhero station. So the superhero station is located all the way in the end of that corridor, which we're heading to right now. On the way there, we're walking past some more artworks. These are like some comic covers, which is cool. And then we've also got the Empire Club private check-in desk over there, as well as the Empire Club Lounge, which is located just over there. It's basically club level. So if you're staying at the Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel club level, you'll have your own private lounge, and that's where you'll have your breakfast, afternoon snacks, etc. I do have a whole video on this as well if you want to check it out. But the superhero station is located over here, as you can see. You can see the opening hours over here, and anybody can access it. But if there's a character in there, which there is right now, there should be. I'm a little bit nervous to go in. You do have to make a reservation on the app or show them your cards to prove that you are actually staying at Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. And let's see. Oh, I think it's one of the characters from Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm not too familiar with. Oh my god. It looks cool though. I believe it's Star-Lord, I think. I also just heard him say his name. I'm a little bit nervous to meet him. I'm on my own as well. Moni's already left, so I don't know what to say to him. Wish me luck. I do apologize. I know I've said it before. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, so I'm sure for a lot of people this will be very exciting. For me, it's exciting as well. I just don't want to make a fool of myself. But the cool thing is, as you can see, they do have photo pass as well, and you don't know which Marvel character you'll get. Every day is going to be different. If you're staying here for longer than one night or 2 nights, you might see a variety of different characters. But yeah, let's go and say hi to him. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, you?
Yeah, nice to meet you. I have never met you before, and I'll be honest, I don't know much about your story. I know you're Star-Lord.
I'm Star-Lord.
I'm happy to meet you. I'm happy to meet you. I've seen videos of you, here and there. I know some of my friends will be very excited to meet you. So I'm here on behalf.
I'm the best of the superheroes.
Well, exactly. That's it.
I'm the coolest guy in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
Perfect. Do you like music?
Do I like?
Yeah. Music.
Yeah. I love music.
Yes.
Okay. I've seen some of you. You're a good dance. You're a good dancer as well.
Yeah,
I can see that. Amazing. I love it. I'm not.
Show me.
What did you just do? I'm like, I'll just do a little.
Yeah, you can twirl, you can do a dance move, a disco move.
I am honestly one of the worst dancers ever, but I like music, so I'll allow. Okay, that's good. That's good. Can we get some photos?
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Perfect. We do another one like this.
Okay.
And for the last one, do you want to
do?
disco move?
Yeah, let's do it. What do we?
This one.
Okay, like that?
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Perfect.
Thank you so much, Star-Lord. Lovely to meet you. Well, Star-Lord was great. He's still over there. One thing I did not expect to be doing when I met him was to dance. I'm probably the worst dancer in the entire world. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching people dance. I love dance. I love classical dance. I love ballet. I love watching people tap dance. I love musicals. Myself, though, definitely not a good dancer. But yeah, it was cool. I was honest with him. I told him I don't really know much about him, but he was really lovely. Now I want to show you some of the other things you can do at the superhero station. And apart from the character meet, everything else anybody can do. So even if you're not staying in this hotel, you are free to come and have a look at the rest of this area. The only part of the superhero training station that requires you to be staying here is the actual superhero meet and training with them. So the rest of it, like I said, you have a lot of photo opportunities here. This one, as you can see, some cool looking mirrors and, nice Instagram shots you can take. If you're a big Marvel fan, you can go through a lot of the different stories here. The next room, I believe, is Spider-Man's. Yeah, Peter Parker over here. Very cool. There you go. You can see Peter Parker's room. And the cool thing is, once you take your photo and then you flip it upside down, then it looks like you're literally on the ceiling. It's probably one of my favorites here. Next, we've got Thor's hammer. And if you're unsure about what these scenes are, if you're not the biggest Marvel fan like me, for instance, they do have some descriptions here that also tell you how best to take the photos. Like this backdrop, for instance, I'm not quite sure what it is. I can have a quick look. Oh, it's from Wakanda, and I've not seen Wakanda, but again, it shows you exactly, what best pose to do, how to take your photo. And yeah, there's quite a lot going on here. We've got Iron Man's boots over here as well, a popular one. Once again, you have the sign here that not only tells you how best to take the photo, but it also gives you some information about Iron Man to refresh your memory or to just teach you stuff if you don't know anything about Marvel. But this is a very popular one, like I said, and hopefully you'll be seeing some photos of me with them as well. Here we've got the Ant-Man and the Wasp, the same theming of Pym Kitchen in Avengers Campus, and I took a photo of just now here, and it looks pretty cool, so hopefully you enjoy it. Next we have Captain Marvel. probably one of my favorite characters from the few Marvel films that I have watched. I do enjoy Captain Marvel, and this is her photo space. And then last but not least, we've got another Guardians of the Galaxy photo location, which basically you can go inside the box as this lovely guest is doing right now and take your photo. Very cool. But yeah, if you're planning to visit here and take photos with every single location, then I would say give yourself maybe half an hour to go through everything. I mean, at the moment, as you can see, it's not very busy, but sometimes it can get a little bit more busy, and then you might have to wait in line a little bit before you can take your pictures. And then when it comes to the Marvel character meet, which earlier was Star-Lord, but actually at the moment, I think it's the Black Panther, right? That's the Black Panther. Star-Lord's about to leave. So maybe they switched throughout the day as well. That's quite cool to know. But yeah, for the character meets, the Marvel character meets in the Superhero Training Center, you do have to make a reservation online. Book a slot. It's normally from around, I think, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. The characters do go on a little bit of a break between 11:30 and 1 p.m. though, so just bear that in mind. Check though, double check with cast members because it can vary depending on what day you're visiting, whether it's the weekend, it's midweek, etc. So make sure you check to know exactly when they're available. But if you book your slot online, then it should only give you opportunities and time slots where the characters will be here. But yeah, really cool to see Black Panther over there as well. And with that, oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. That's amazing. A lovely cast member just allowed me to come and meet another superhero. That's so cool. Hello, Black Panther. How are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Lovely to meet you.
Me?
Yeah, of course. I met Star-Lord earlier, and now I'm meeting you.
Oh, a new Avenger, another one.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your name?
My name is Sam.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
I
well.
love Black Panther, of course. You
Yes, I do know you to some degree, yeah.
Maybe.
You don't agree? He's filming himself. I love it. Okay, thank you.
Opposite leg? Yeah,
Yeah,
like that.
mhm.
Yeah, now. Good. Second one, good. We finish by Wakanda Forever?
Okay, okay.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
very much.
for your
Thank
visit.
you. Thank you so much. Well, there you go. I just met two superheroes that I don't even know too much about, but I really enjoyed both of them meets. It was very fun. With that being said, though, we have come to the end of this video. I have had an amazing 2-night stay here. I love Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel. Honestly, if I could stay here on every single Disneyland Paris visit, I would, because the rooms are so nice and modern. They feel very spacious to me. I like how well lit they are as well. And then the lobby, look at that. And I find it so ironic that I love this hotel so much, considering, as you can tell, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. But there's something about all the artworks, the vibe of the hotel, the smell of it, just the kind of modern vibes of it that I really do appreciate. So yeah, I don't know when I'll get a chance to stay here again. It's probably my one and only stay at the Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel for 2025, but I'm glad I got to do it, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me as well. I tried to show you as much of it as possible. I mean, dinner at Manhattan was lovely, breakfast was nice, the rooms especially are some of my favorites, and then we just got to meet some superheroes and also take some photos as well at the superhero training station. So without further ado though, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. If you want to see some more content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's free to do so. You can also follow me on Instagram, and if you want to go that extra length, then I do have Patreon and YouTube membership as well. You can get some extra content, but I'm going to love you and leave you for now, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.